Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. For the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And that is downstairs. And this one is off and running. Outside low, and that's ball 2. And that's outside.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in. Oh, gets dirty to his knee. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Well, it looks so comfortable. Diamond at first.
Sasaki stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's fouled off. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Michael Busch in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Just the outside edge. Suzuki off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. On the ground right side. Rojas with the throw to first. That ends the frame. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Ben Brown. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Swung on, belted. Going back. And it's gone. His second homer this series. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's Betts. Hit it in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's 1 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Shohei Ohtani.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency. That bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Michael Conforto stands in now and watches strike one. Hard hit, right side. Fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started. Swanson digs in. Sasaki back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. Sasaki, a righty that throws with power. 23 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. That clips the zone. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
1 down, base is empty. That misses, and that is ball 1.
2 strikes to count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
2
2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in L.A., bottom of the second. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball, it's become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 out, base is empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's going to be Tommy Edman. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
0-1's the count.
Smith over at second, 1 down.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Kike Hernandez. In the air, right field. And that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Fought off foul. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Good eye in that spot. That's outside. And the count is even 2-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
Ian Happ up to hit. Just missed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Horner sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Mookie now.
Batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here is Michael Conforto. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a foul ball. That's out to center field. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Tucker. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Outside, that's
just missed. And now it's even up. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Suzuki batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Off the mark there, and 1-1. Late with the swing there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Just missed.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. That's to third. Muncy fires across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Cubs leave 1, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And that one hammered. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Base knock, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Now batting.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. RBI single his last time up. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ground ball. Swanson. They get the force. That ends the inning. 1 left for LA, but they're on top 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Sasaki back to work. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike. That one fouled off. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Dodgers up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Went down on strikes his first time through. Outside corner, there's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a swing and a miss there.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And the slider just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning. Kike Hernandez at the plate. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Shohei Ohtani will hit next. Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time. Here's Mookie Betts now.
Tough play right there as he had to catch an absolute bolt off the bat from a close distance. He was holding that runner on at first, so he really had to get in a good position before the ball was hit to make that play.
Corner to second, and that's two.
Got him.
One hit. And we're back. And now it's Miguel Amaya. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With two strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Tap now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The Cubs down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the
Now
same
batting,
page right now.
designated hitter Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, 0 for 2 in this one. Just
ball.
missed. And another ball.
Good spot there. But
It appears Dave Roberts.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 86.
86.
He's been so good against lefties.
Come on, Jack.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Seiya Suzuki. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Just missed. And that misses. 2-1. Fair ball. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And another big at bat coming up here, looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Hernandez steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Well, we go bottom 6. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been one good swing after another, and 7 of their hits have been on line drives. That's a lot of barrels, a lot of noise at the end.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Hernandez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Action in the pen down there. Ethan Roberts up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So the inning is still alive with Will Smith coming to the dish. Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Dansby Swanson stands in. Line drive, that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
Next,
So much
for
of
the
good
Cubs,
hitting is
second
finding holes in the
baseman, Igor
defense.
Mor-
Here comes the skipper.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
So here's Horner
Number
now.
51.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Alex
misses.
Vesia.
Throw there.
No strike.
Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Late on that fastball.
1 ball,
Holding
1
on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball,
That one almost
back
got
inside.
him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 out now. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Betts zips it to first. Got him.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Shaw in the box now. Takes strike 1. And ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 strikes.
This one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. Sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ethan Roberts.
Just trying to keep this
Now
one close
pitching
here,
for the
and this is
Chicago
where a
Cubs.
bullpen can give their players a
Number
chance to
49.
fight back into the game.
Ethan
Really good
Roberts.
cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Comes up empty.
2. 0-2 is the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch
Ball
misses
1.
there. Ball 1.
0-2
1 ball,
count.
2
You got the
strikes,
opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And a ground ball to first. He steps on the
He's out.
bag, and the leadoff hitter set
Now
down to
batting,
open the 7th.
second baseman.
So digging
Miguel
in, Miguel Rojas. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kike Hernandez.
2 outs, base is empty. Kike Hernandez getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. On the ground to the left. Jump throw. What a play. Inning over. Dodgers go down quietly. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. John Birdie.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Happ in the box now. Takes strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Happ lays off.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is inside, and the count's even at 2. And just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stump. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Here comes.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 57.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came together for him. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Suzuki in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. Excellent work out of the Dodgers.
Pitching for the
Back now, new
Cubs.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Eli Morgan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
On a line out towards center. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Shortstop.
Here's Mookie now. 1 for 3. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Caleb Thielbar, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Pearson, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a ball popped up. Bush flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Morgan, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that extends the inning for Teoscar Hernandez. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground, and that chance handled. Gets it to first, and Hernandez is out, and that ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. Garcia back to work.
Nope,
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good.
And here comes the Dodgers.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby Yates.
And here comes Dansby Swanson.
1-0.
That missed by a lot. Ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, and this should do it. And that is the ball game. Sasaki with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.